Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the SLO City Together Podcast.
Hey,
I guess we're going.
Jump right in.
Well, you know, I like to keep you on your toes.
Buy me a coffee
surprise
first.
you a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Buy me a coffee first.
I didn't buy you
did?
coffee.
Yeah.
Somebody did. There
Where'd
was
you get
coffee
that
here.
from?
Luke used to come to Bible study.
Yep.
He doesn't
So
anymore.
did Jordan.
No, I have my own. I fractured
have
off
your own.
and started one.
We
Fractured
I was
off.
going to
Yeah.
say, we always say around here, solo Bible study is way better than group. But you're saying you have your own.
Yeah, a group of
your Tuesday
guys.
morning.
When's
I know,
yours?
I know.
Is it public knowledge?
It is
Is it invite
typically
only?
on Thursdays.
Invite only?
It's not. No, it's not necessarily
Typically
invite
on
only.
Thursdays.
I would say, I don't know. It is an interesting
It's-
balance of like, I feel like that group is much more like kind of intimate, you know, like
Oh, intimate.
It's not
Not-
invite
it's
only,
not-
but it's secret and intimate.
it's secret and intimate. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
It's like his barber getting on a plane. I
It's
can't
not
tell you where
invite-
he's going.
It's not invite only, but I will not tell you where or when it happens.
I just told you.
Why
what
are
it
you
is. It's
so
on Thursday
intimate
morning.
and secretive?
No, my intention in starting the group was for it to be based on deepening friendship.
Yeah.
And
You're
you
great. It's a
know,
great group. It really is. I've
is.
heard lore.
You've heard lore. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I've never been
Lore's
invited.
not a part of it.
I've
Yeah.
never been invited
Laura.
to this Bible study. What time does the Bible study start?
7 a.m.
Oh,
on Thursdays.
I like that.
I can't tell you.
We've been doing a study through Revelation
Oh.
based off of N.T. Wright's Revelation for Everyone.
Boo. Boo the Bible study or boo
Yeah.
the topic?
I
What are you
know.
doing? The whole thing?
Yeah, but NT Wright, I like NT Wright.
Yeah.
I do as well.
Yeah.
The Surprised by Hope study or
No, it's
just
called
the-
Revelation for Everyone. It's basically like
Oh.
his commentary. You know, it's like 2 to 3 parts per chapter.
Maybe you should preach the next Revelation series.
I don't know about that.
Can I tell you guys?
Wait, are we doing another one?
Maybe.
Or just you're saying in the future?
Last one got interrupted, right?
maybe.
It did, yeah.
Huh?
The last one got interrupted.
Yeah, I got interrupted by us getting
Kicked out.
booted out by the city,
Can I tell you guys an interesting
never to be heard from again.
half an anecdote? It's not a full anecdote.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was watching a movie the other night. I can't remember what it was.
Hmm.
And there was a scene where like a library, it's like an action movie, and like a library, somebody got like thrown into a wall and books fell everywhere.
John Wick?
No. And one of the books that landed on the floor, you could see the spine, and it was a commentary on Mark.
Really?
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Hold on. You had a dream.
Nope.
What was
never
that?
Yeah, there's a lot to break
I was
down
watching
here.
a movie
Okay.
on
and,
television.
and you fell into a trance.
And I fell into a deep trance during the library fight scene. And then when I came out of the trance, the scene
Are
was
you
still
being
going.
for real right now?
No.
Or is- it was just the.
It was just a movie. Somebody
Oh.
got thrown into a wall of books and they fell to the floor,
Oh.
and you could see a book that landed by the character's head, and it
Oh.
was a commentary on Mark.
Wow.
I
By
thought-
who? Do you know?
No, I couldn't see. I thought about taking a picture, but now I can't even
Is this
remember
a
what the
Netflix
movie
show?
was.
How do you,
I don't remember.
How do you not remember the movie?
I'm trying to remember because I
It's
thought.
okay.
I don't think
wonder-
it is.
I wonder. So that's why I said it was a half an anecdote, because I don't have a lot of the details.
I had some weird dreams last night. Not that you had a dream
Yeah,
about
there
that.
was no dream
but
involved.
you saw
Speaking of
the-
dreams,
It's a natural segue.
I literally was like, I thought you said you had a vision or a dream of something that was. I
Man.
was like, what? I was not with you there for a second. I clearly was off in space.
Dude,
You're like, yeah, you had a vision about a book on Mark. What's so interesting about that?
trance is
Trance.
actually the first word.
Well, it's because we're. If you guys are curious, our Bible study is in the Book of Acts, and there's a lot of visions.
Trances?
Well,
Do they ever
kind
use
of.
they don't use the word trance in Acts,
No,
do they?
like fell into a no
Deep sleep. Deep sleep. It's different as well.
No.
What
no,
were your
that's-
dreams?
that's- oh, my dreams. I had a dream last night that there were, for some reason, my family was out in this big like chicken coop farm type of setting, but there were only rabbits, and we had to keep
A
the
lot of them?
rabbits from that cage out of the rabbits in this cage.
That's a tough
and
task.
separate the different rabbits.
Ugh.
There were mangy kind of farm
Oh, you
rabbits,
guys
and
were
then they
rabbit
were
people.
like fluffy, big, oversized rabbits.
Oh,
And the fluffy,
scary.
like, bougie rabbits started to break into the cage, and we
Wow.
were so stressed out. How weird is that?
That is a strange.
And I did think we did go through a rabbit phase.
yeah, you guys were
during COVID.
What does that mean?
Strong rabbit people.
Oh, you had pet rabbits.
They fell into a trance.
Not multiple. We had
Just the one?
one rabbit,
Oh, okay.
and we had it for a few weeks, and we're like,
Then they fell into a trance and realized they didn't want rabbits.
And I had a vision.
And then they
It was
came
like,
out.
They couldn't remember the
They had
name
a
of the
vision
rabbit.
where
You
the
need
rabbit
to-
was lowered down and
you
Brent
need
was
to
eating the rabbit.
put those rabbits on the island of Patmos.
Yeah.
And Revelation reference.
I had a dream
Yeah.
last night.
I'm tracking.
I had a dream last night.
Is it hot
I
in
went
here?
to a new.
It might be a little
I'm
warm.
good. A new barber shop, which
Oh.
I haven't gone to a barber shop maybe ever in my life, and there were a bunch of people from church in the waiting room. But the people who worked at the barber shop kept coming out into the waiting area and being like, "Dogs must be kept on leashes," and like really being very angry about dogs and like. The signs say no dogs are allowed if they're not on a leash.
Wow.
And we were all like, what's going on? There's no dogs out here. So,
Do you know where you've seen that sign before?
no.
Do you know where you've seen that sign before?
Dogs must be kept on leash.
Yes. Well, a specific place that all three of us have in
Is it a
common.
barbershop?
Are you
Hold on.
talking about driving into Lizzie?
Yes.
When it's like no pets of
No
any
pets of
kind?
any kind on leashes or off leash.
Which is funny because every
That's
time I pull
the
in
only
there,
thing people do.
someone is walking their dog.
Seems to be the only place in town people go to
And-
walk their dog.
Exactly.
And those individuals are frustrated that we're there on Sunday morning because they can't walk their
Yeah, they
dog
don't
in there.
like-
I'm like, wait a
I
second.
feel a little. Yeah.
Maybe we are the barbershop that needs to be like, dogs must stay on leash.
What if we just started saying that on Sunday mornings?
Well, hey, welcome to
welcome.
SLO City Church up toward. As a reminder, dogs must be on leashes.
And to be fair, we had about 3 dogs on leashes in service last Sunday.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I have seen an
An
upsurgence in our
An upsurgence.
an upsurgence.
Well, it's
a
kind of
retake and an
it's a return
upsurgence.
to the mean of dogs attending SLO City Church services.
As it used to be.
I would argue we've had a lull in our dog attendance.
Is that a sign of health for us?
Yeah.
When their
It
dogs
is.
demographic
I actually would
is
say
high.
yes.
I would say yes.
I would say yes.
Do you remember the time in the parking lot where the man showed up
with a
with,
vicious
with
dog?
a brand new pit bull and he had a belt of knives
Yes,
around
I
him?
do recall that.
And we were like, who's going to go talk to him? And our security team was like, I think you should go talk to him.
Wait a minute.
What? Hold on a second. And so we had a security team.
Yeah.
And they said, Brent, you should go talk to him. And so I went and talked to him and said, hey, man, like, could you take off, like,
The knives are kind of threatening
the
looking.
knives
Yeah.
are threatening. He was like, well, my pants are going to fall down if I take my, I was like, could you take the,
That is a
Just the
problem.
knives.
could you take the knives out of the belt? Because I couldn't wear that belt and I'm the pastor of the church.
Yeah.
And I was like, and could you tell me about your dog a little bit? He's like, yeah, I got him a couple days ago. I was like, is he friendly? Because he looked very vicious.
Let's
Yeah.
find out.
Those were the days, man.
We had a lot.
Those were the days.
I know that wasn't the same day. My favorite security memory was standing with Michael Taves, and you were preaching, and there was a guy in the woods behind you. And we were like, "That man's urinating right now."
He's going, yes.
He was shirtless, and I was like, "Michael, can you go talk to
behind
him?"
me.
Yeah.
He was behind me.
So
I'm on
everybody was
stage.
watching you. He was in the backdrop. And I was like, Michael, you go talk to him? He's like, yes. He was not urinating. He was looking for a disc
Yeah, he's
or something. he
yeah,
like dropped his
gotcha.
disc or something.
Yeah, he's disc golfing.
Yeah.
Frisbee golfing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sure looked like he was urinating.
There are so many of those stories.
Well, to be fair, our security team most weeks were clad in flip flops and bike shoes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't exactly the most
Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a moment we considered Aaron Borgeson for the lead, which
Yeah.
tells you something about our security team. No shade there, and
Oh, he
just would tell
didn't
you
want
he
it.
is not a fit for a
He
security
didn't
team
want it.
lead.
He's the best. He's the best. He would just, yeah.
Yeah.
He would not. He would hug. He would hug an enemy,
And for those of you,
which is good.
But I also think
He would like deter a situation.
I was going to say I actually
by
do
his
think
kindness.
his personality
Yeah.
would be
It's
good for
disarming?
security. Yeah, because I do think he is bold enough.
He's
in
a
good
direct
way. He's
person.
direct enough to
talk to somebody.
investigate a situation.
He's like, hey
Yeah.
man, I like your belt.
Do you want to tell us?
So for those of you who wonder what made me feel as though it's probably time to step out of the executive pastor role It's things like this, the crack security team I developed, where it's like, this isn't good for anybody.
Whatever, man.
Just
you did
teasing.
a great
I'm
job.
teasing.
You
Can
did
I-
a great job.
This
Making it
might be a
about
little
me.
bit of a derailment even further. Can I tell another Aaron Borgeson story?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So I lived with Aaron for a year. And
Is this
some
when you
change.
did security at your home?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty
this is
much.
one-
I mean,
this-
kind.
This is my all-time favorite Aaron
I know.
Borgeson story. Yes, go. Proceed.
So Aaron Borgeson, Skylar Davis, and myself lived in the home that I currently live in, and
Not for long.
but not for long.
Where
Do you want the address?
are you going to move? You're moving?
Yeah, as previously
Into Abby's
stated.
home.
And is this the location of the Secret Bible Study?
It is not. No. So
Sorry, proceed.
Do you guys move around for the secret Bible study?
we do a little bit. We
Okay. So we couldn't find
alternate
you if we
between
wanted
to.
Banner and
To avoid
Coastal
people who might be
Peaks.
hunting them.
in SLO
Exactly.
City Church fashion. You keep moving so
Yeah.
we can't
Yeah.
find you.
Well, half of them are in South County, half of them are here, so we kind of
Okay.
go back and
Aaron
forth.
Borgeson in your home.
So
Sorry.
I told the guys, I said, hey, my brother's coming to town on this date, and he's staying with us till this date. And they acknowledged it. I said, great. And then I think my brother had gotten to my house before he got to my house before I came home from work, but Aaron
Knew.
was home. And
Okay.
yeah, but so anyway, he sees my brother. Aaron pulls in the driveway as my brother walks into our home without a key or anything. Long haired, goatee, just walks in, sits down, and Aaron comes in and just goes, "Can I help you?"
Can I help you?
Because he had forgotten that my brother was coming to town and thought a random man just walked in our home and was sitting on our couch.
It's just such an Aaron phrase.
And Jacob
to,
was
to
like,
watch
yeah.
somebody walk into his home and be like, and then walk in and go, "Can I help you?" That's a great moment.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Many good times living with those
It's
guys.
amazing.
Yeah.
I have more. We'll share them offline though. More Aaron Borgeson.
Okay.
I like where we're going here. The theme is kind of vision, trance, dreams, friendship.
Yeah.
I-
Which
A lot of it is, and former stories of.
Yeah, I told Luke about
There's
this.
been a lot of
dream.
name
I had a
dropping
very
in-
vivid dream several weeks ago.
that's who we should have on the podcast, Aaron.
He'd
Yeah,
be
we
a
should.
good
He would
guest.
he would be fun.
We absolutely should.
I had a dream about Luke Lyons and the Forbidden Wood. The
We're-
church
We're going here.
had this forbidden wood that was the reason we had to keep moving locations. Was every time somebody discovered our stash of forbidden wood, we had to move
Had
so
to
we could
change.
hide it
Like
again.
2x4s?
They were like these. Yeah, they were like
Pillars?
4x4s. Of
Solomon's-
special wood that like gave
From
the church its
the
power.
cedars of Lebanon?
Yeah, exactly.
From Solomon's temple?
But Luke had been like turned evil by his desire to obtain the wood, and it led to a really graphic ending of a dream. I woke up like almost screaming. I was like like out of breath because somebody had died. It was really graphic and detailed, and Blair was
Whoa.
like, Jordan, and it was Luke and the Forbidden Wood.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. I'm here.
it's okay.
Jordan's here.
So
He's
Yeah.
been
is
reading
that
too many
what is that
fantasy
about?
novels.
Yeah. What kind
Yeah.
of books are you reading?
I am reading fantasy novels now, and I'm sure that's
Yeah.
100% of the
Yeah,
reason.
That's
But
the only
also,
reason.
there is a level of maybe unknown or stress or fear or worry for Luke in some
mistrust.
specific
Worry for
way.
Luke, worry for the church, because what if we lose our forbidden wood and we're drained of our powers?
And now there's a lot of wood in this
We
room.
have so much wood in this office.
Yeah. This is a perfect place to hide it.
It's one of the tiles. It's in plain sight.
Yeah.
There actually are some.
Where
there,
would you move if you wanted to hide forbidden
there
wood?
are some walls
that are like
that are not walls. They are special caverns. Or
That's true. This is a
Or
great
bookshelves.
place. If you're coming tonight, if this is uploaded before,
It will
the
be.
open house worship and
I
prayer
want to
night
hide a
at
piece of
6:30
forbidden
PM.
wood somewhere in this building, and whoever finds it, I'll give
Put
them
a
a
post-it
prize.
note that says forbidden
Yeah,
wood.
I'm going to do that before I leave.
I found it.
Amazing.
The forbidden wood.
Jim Hay will find it.
I know. That's my moment too. If anybody, I went to a wood store with Jim once.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful wood store here in SLO.
Really?
Which is it?
Specialty wood. It's called.
Like veneer? Wood veneer? Like this kind of.
No, it's like raw, high end, very nice, fancy woods. It's over on Bebe Street.
Yeah.
Bee
I think it's BB.
BB Street
Yeah.
off of South. It's
Uh-huh.
just tucked back there, and it's really cool. Brazilian rosewoods, spalted maple. Like if you wanted to build something really fancy.
Tom Westray would love that store.
Yeah.
That was my grandfather.
SR Wood
Oh, okay.
He had a wood veneer
company.
that shipped woods all over the
I love
world.
wood.
Really?
I think wood's
Like-
really cool.
Like
Yeah.
even like this, like what I don't
Engineered.
know. I don't
What do
even
you call
know.
this?
Engineered, pressed,
Yeah.
squeezed, shined.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Wow.
Okay.
So
So
sorry.
friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is where you were wanting to go.
No, I wasn't wanting to go anywhere.
Oh. I
was
thought
just
you were
saying.
trying to direct us into a friendship conversation.
I mean, we are talking about friendship this Sunday. If that's
Yeah.
what you're,
That's what I'm
You're
insinuating.
leading
Yeah.
into that.
I-
But
yeah.
that's
Let's make
good.
a bumper.
I think we're in sync.
You
We
do.
do have to make a bumper. Yeah.
And by we,
Yeah.
it's,
Are the
it's you.
assets in the?
Yeah.
Are they available?
Yeah. The assets are available.
Approved and available?
Yes, in a hidden
This
location.
is not the right place to talk about
Good
this.
luck.
That's fine.
Good luck finding it.
Okay.
In that drive.
Yeah.
Starting a new series this Sunday
Yeah.
Friendship.
called The Gospel of Friendship.
Yeah.
Give us a little teaser, a little preview into what that means.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm halfway. Okay.
I found out.
This is a little
through Asana.
vulnerable for me.
As did I.
Because it's coming out. And so that means I have to complete it.
Yeah.
We need
But-
some sort of drum roll.
But remember when you said I was just off on vacation, not doing anything?
I
Never
remember
said-
when he said
I
that. Yeah.
said you
He
were
said
on
you were-
vacation.
you remember-
You said you abandoned us and
Yeah.
you were nowhere. Well, I was somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just tell the story real quick. Year and a half ago, Mike DeFucia, maybe 2 years ago, Mike DeFucia came up to me after maybe a together night. And he said something to me. He was like, you know what I love about this church? Because he spent some time in like high church,
Yeah.
liturgical settings. He's a very sharp guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, SLO City is not necessarily high church.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
We
high
do have
church.
some liturgical like things that we do. Like we read scripture publicly together every week. We take communion, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But he came up, he was like, what I love about what you guys have done with SLO City is that you've created spaces for the gospel to be found in and through friendship. He's like, everything that you guys do is centered around getting people together and having spaces for people to make friends.
Mhm.
And I don't know, we started talking about, Tim was here at that time, and Tim and I and Mike and I a little bit, but Tim and I talked a lot about like how that's kind of been our mode or philosophy since the beginning is friendship, and the gospel has taken root in and through friendship. And so I thought, man, what a cool kind of book idea to explore.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been writing. You knew this.
I feel like we needed.
No,
something
I've been
to
writing.
reaction.
I'm like trying to like put like a little book together, and it's not
Cool.
to like called The Gospel of Friendship. And so
Awesome.
my goal was to be done with it by this series. I'm halfway through it. Halfway through first draft.
Cool.
And I just want to put it out. It's like stories of my life and stories of the church and stories of, and then Jesus, and then stories from Jesus's life and ministry. And it kind of uses that same, I think we did a series back in the day called Healthy Relationships, and used that word avail to go through what healthy relationships look like. And so, I've been working on it and writing
cool.
it, and I sent it to a few friends and secret friends, not you guys.
Yeah.
Friends that, really care about me. So
That's
that's
definitely
where
not us.
the title kind of comes from, is like that conversation with Mike. And
Yeah.
I wrote a lot while we were on vacation, and I write way less in real life.
Yeah.
It's like so crazy.
Interesting.
I felt like a creative opening.
It's like in the zone. You got in the zone.
And I would get up really early. Like I was getting up at like 5:45. I would
Yeah.
go for a quick run, and my family's sleeping in, and I
The flow would
brewed a
start.
pot of coffee and sat there and wrote
That's
for
cool.
hours, and it was so much fun. I gotta figure out how to do that in like the
Real life.
real life
Yeah.
times.
Would you call it? Is it a book about church planning? Is it a book for the common man?
Common man.
Okay, not a book for church planners. Not a book about
I think it's
starting something. I mean, I'm sure there are themes of that in it, but
not really. I mean, there are, but there aren't.
Okay.
Like it talks about church planting. It talks about ministry. It talks about Jesus clearly, but I don't know. I was reading Garden City at the time too, and I kind of like how you're kind of reading who John Mark Comer is in his writing. And I'm like, that makes it easier for me. It kind of gave me permission to be like, I'm just going to write like I would write a message.
Yeah.
And just keep, and honestly, what I found is like, I got to expand on some ideas a little further and just linger into like the stupid chasing down my thoughts that, not the, like just chase my thoughts a little more and write it out. Cause I got some encouragement from Randy Ross, who was like, don't think, just write. Don't overthink, don't edit, don't change, just write. Just get it out on paper. And so it is a book, probably from it, definitely a Christian perspective and pastoral perspective. And it's kind of, I don't know.
Cool.
And it's about how do we make good friends?
Cool.
And it's practical.
I like that.
And it might be entertaining, but it might totally, I told my brother the other day, I was like, it sucks. It's the worst. He's like, no, it's not. It's fine.
It's fine.
Whatever. So
what great feedback to receive on a creative endeavor.
Yeah, it's
fine.
That's cool.
That's what I get from him a lot.
Yeah.
I've often wondered, like, okay, so you manuscript, but sometimes even your manuscripts don't fully flesh out your sentences.
Yeah.
I've often wondered if per series, how much content do you produce?
Oh,
Yeah. Like I've wondered if we do a 6-8 week series, are you close to book length when all is said and done?
Right.
And then I'm like, wow. So over a year, how much content do you actually create? It's pretty impressive in terms of like just the output of sentences that you have to do.
The documents. Like it is.
I mean,
it'd
it'd be really curious to see like how many pages of documents have you created over the life of just this church. I mean, it's several books worth, but it's just an interesting way to look at it when you're like trying to write a book.
Yeah,
because it's just, I'm sure it's a different art form in some ways.
I think for me, I've wrestled with like, I don't want to be that pastor, that personality that's like, I wrote a book and it's the best thing, and we're gonna. I don't know. I've kind of pushed back against that a lot because, first of all, there's nothing new under the sun.
Sure.
There's no secret juju or sauce to anything outside of like being authentic and genuine. But then, I was encouraged, like, you're 42. Like, people would want to, like, write for you, write for your family, like, write for like your creative expression, and you don't have to get it published. You could write it and print it on Amazon yourself and put it in your, and I think that's what I'm trying to do. Like with this is like I've always needed a creative outlet. That's why I loved music and I loved writing music back in the day, like writing songs and stuff like that. I loved drawing and art.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was calculating. You can finish your thought. But I was calculating.
I felt like you were waiting for something. Yeah, go ahead.
No, let's say you average 4 pages per sermon.
Yeah.
And let's say you average 42 Sundays a year.
Okay.
Probably close to correct.
Okay.
Over 6 years, I think I calculated this correctly. That's over 1,000 pages.
Really?
Yeah. But here's the deal. I would argue it's probably close to double that.
Like, what's the word
based
count?
on the way he writes is very dense.
And
a lot of ellipses where he expands on, like,
room
I think by
for
the
elaboration.
I think like by the time you turned that into form, I would say it's 1,500 at least.
Yeah. Each sermon is around 3,000 words written.
Okay.
I don't know what is that, because how many pages does that break down to in like book form?
Well, that's the interesting thing about John Mark Comer is his
letters are this
formatted.
big.
Yeah, large letters, lots of negative space.
Right,
it's formatted in a very broad
exactly.
kind of way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I shared a little bit of it with Tatum, and Tatum's like, Tatum loves to read like some really dense stuff.
Yeah.
But he's like, I really liked reading Ruthless Elimination of Hurry because he kind of got his personality on the page. And I'm like, I think that's I'm not going to be the smartest guy in the room with like language or whatever, but I want to be the most authentic to myself and like the most genuine in what I'm trying to talk about. And I think that's been an insecurity of mine for a long time of like, I got my PhD from this place, and I
Right.
got my MDiv, and then my doctorate, and then I'm like, I was reminded last week, like 21 years of like
Yeah.
your experience. Like, let's just talk like your experience in ministry. Like, we had dinner with Joe and Allison,
Oh.
and their experience in like nonprofit work and ministry and like leading groups of 60. She's now working for the government, like in a setting where she is like leading people who came out with all these letters behind their name and all the,
Yeah.
but she has been like so formed by her experience in ministry.
Right.
And so we were talking about not looking down on ourselves
Yeah.
because we don't have the corporate accolades or whatever that everybody shoots for. And I'm like, man, that has been something I've struggled with. Like, I've always kind of looked down. And I think people in ministry tend to look down on themselves in comparison. And yet the skills that we've each acquired, the wisdom, I don't know. It's not puffing ourselves up in that.
Yeah.
But it's also like there's a lot of untapped like blessing
Yeah.
in realizing who you are and who God's made you to be. And I don't know.
Yeah. I agree. I was thinking about that even yesterday of like, so this Sunday I'm playing keys, which is cool. It's not really a primary instrument of mine, but it was, as I was playing them, I was practicing yesterday because I have to actually practice the piano. And I just had this thought of like, it's so cool that I'm in a job, a role, have this responsibility where I'm able to like, I'm not just playing one instrument all the time. Like if I were a session musician, even like if I were a professional musician, probably just be doing one thing every day, And it's like, ministry often has this really unique opportunity to develop different gifts and also bring in like all the ones that you are equipped with for a certain purpose,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, my thought's not helpful right now.
Well, you are like, and in church planting or in youth ministry or in music or whatever, you have to be a Swiss Army knife of sorts. And so this is a sidebar, but Keegan went to a church plant this past weekend and he goes, Dad, like they need a Jordan. Like they desperately need a Jordan.
Everyone
like,
does.
He's like, when we planted, if we didn't have Jordan, like it like freaked me out because I was there and they're like, nobody knows how to plug in cables. Nobody knows how to set up their planning center. Nobody knows how to, and it's like, and I think like, but that's not just what you do. You also are like pastoring people, building teams, like, and I think that's true of each one of us and our unique roles within the church and now outside of the church. I think you're even set up to do what you're doing now with a level of expertise that you wouldn't have had just going to school.
What time are we at? How much time we got?
We're at 28 minutes, just over.
So this is a little wild to me because I was having this really similar thought on Sunday, and it has like I'm not going negative, but I had this moment where I'm like, because I'm in the midst of a now entering into a profession that's very
rigid.
You apply for these steps and you are observed and you have to fill out documentation to to get approved for license. And I'm like, there's nothing like that in the church world. And like, I had this moment on Sunday where it's like this great place that we are with these great people. And I had the thought of like, this isn't how everybody's experience is though. Like I thought about, cause like, I don't know, I was having, and it's not here or there. I was like, there are people who finish the 3,000 hours and get licensure who are bad therapists. Yeah. Like it's just the truth of how life works. You can reach a goal and still not be good.
Yeah.
And I thought in the church world, like there are people who get these mantles of responsibility who aren't fit for it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, the thought I was having was like, how did I end up in a place where everybody who's doing what they're doing is good and authentic and like fit for what they've taken on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, wow, there are other places where this is not the case. I don't know. My head just started swimming there on that concept of like, what a wild world the church is
Mm-hmm.
because it really can be what we make it. And
Yeah.
like, I think that's part of the beauty of what Jesus established.
Yeah.
And it's also part of the scary part of we
I know.
can really do some dangerous, damaging
Yeah.
things. And I was like, thankful that I'm a place that is not that. I don't know. It's just,
Well, but
I was like, my mind just dove off this cliff of like, wow.
That is the
What a
secret. That is the
weird
secret
thing.
wood, though. That
That's
is
the forbidden wood.
It's the forbidden wood. Because I do think like in that, like the worry is that yes, like we are. I feel like we are in a place where everybody has to
Is
realize the
gifted
mantle
and-
of responsibility
Yeah.
and to guard it and to not guard like your role, but guard the faithfulness in it.
Yeah.
And because there are places, churches, things that can
Abuse things.
and go off the rails.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
So where were you saying you were worried about going negative? Like negative on yourself or
Well,
negative on the
negative.
church?
It's like there are churches out there
Yeah.
that are probably abusing
Yes.
their
Sure.
the role. What's the word I'm trying to think of? The influence they have over
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know, like where they think they're doing good and they're really doing something bad.
Do you miss the freedom? Is that what you're saying too?
Well, no, and that's I think what's got me thinking is like I'm a rule guy.
Yeah.
So like for me, like the
You love the
documentation, the
licensure.
light, like the idea that somebody's going to say like you've done enough
Yeah.
is, and it's probably a problem with me that I care that much
Yeah.
for like approval or like, okay, you did what you have to do. Cause I think sometimes I struggled and struggle in that church world where it's like, it's all subjective to a point. And it's like, do any of us know what is good or what, like in terms of quality or like, what are we doing the right things? And there's very, you guys know that, like there's very
Especially
little
in the early church planting days.
where we
and
can go
especially
like, we're doing it
other
right,
churches.
you know? And it's
Yeah.
like right now I like the fact that it's like, I've got 7.5 hours this week and this much supervision.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, it's clean and rules and structure.
Maybe we could learn a little bit from that though.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what you grow
yes,
up.
both.
I think that's
Yeah.
what a church should grow in that direction without that level of maybe, we've talked as a team of like high trust, low control.
Yeah.
In that balance of like, okay, as you grow, you don't want more control, but you definitely have to ride that balance of trust and
Yeah.
and
It's hard.
Trust, maybe control isn't the right thing, but trust in, I don't know, directives or measurables. And it's like, I want everybody to feel the freedom to step into who they are. But yeah, you definitely do need some like checks. I don't want the listener to think like there's no checks and balances here.
Yeah, no,
but,
sure.
but yeah, that's an interesting thought.
I don't know. It's just funny that you guys brought that up because my mind was, I'm like, what if to be a youth pastor, you had to do 5,000 hours that were signed off? And the thing is,
And in some
we
denominations,
do that,
yes, yeah.
You know, like it's not
Practically, it works
a lot
out
of
in that
people
way.
do that.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a lot of how we
Yeah.
get is through mentorship and shadowing
Absolutely.
and internship. And so
Internships.
like it's there.
It is
it's
there.
just not formalized.
Right.
Sure.
So
Right. No, I
it's
get
probably
that.
a moot point, but
I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I had to go to boot camp.
and that was I love that.
Great
And,
experience,
like,
probably. Yeah.
yeah, I walked out going like, gosh, everybody should have to do this. To have
Everybody.
some sort of evaluation
And say like, here's what
is
you're
good
good at.
for
here's what you're bad at.
self-reflection and
Yeah.
good for like checking yourself.
Yeah. I kind of wish everybody did it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like keeping the dirty rabbits in one cage and keeping the
Yeah,
fluffy rabbits
yeah.
in the other cage.
It's true.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
And keeping the wood
Forbidden.
protected.
Yeah.
And don't tell anody about
About your
Luke's small
Bible
group.
study.
We're not gonna
I don't even know who's
leak
in it,
that out.
who's invited.
Oh, I know exactly who's in it.
So clearly, it's not that private.
Well, I'm more observant
well,
than
all the
most.
listeners out there, there's a men's Bible study that's open to
That's
everyone, 7 a.m. Wednesday mornings at 1102 Laurel Lane.
Would you guys like to pitch your small groups as an invitation?
Mine's way overfilled right now.
Oh,
Really?
interesting.
So-
Yeah. So sometimes we have to
Limit the
yeah,
number.
limit.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's funny how that works out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
There's a
think
coffee
she's-
shop. Are you guys like bursting at the seams in the coffee shop?
Yeah, we're filling the whole place, man. It's just, I'm kidding.
All right.
He's kidding. All right. Well, thank you. This was a very highs and lows.
Here's what I'd
Interesting
say about
conversation.
this. I am most awake and alert at 8:30 a.m.
You like this time?
I really do.
We can make this
By
weekly.
2:30, you guys know I just sit on here and giggle the whole time. I have nothing to
I
add.
kind of like that though. It's kind of a sweet spot for me. I feel like we went a little too vulnerable there.
Yeah,
Just
probably
kidding.
did.
That was a good podcast. I like
Yeah.
that.
If you're listening, this should be posted by early afternoon on Wednesday. We have an open house prayer, chance to see the Forbidden Wood in the offices.
Yes. Good luck
At
finding it.
1102 Laurel Lane tonight, starting at 6:30. Come join us. Be a chance to see the new space, pray together,
Yes.
and just a great time. So come to that. And other than that, we'll see you Sunday at 1500 Lizzie Street for worship. 9:15,
No dogs. Keep them on a
10:45.
leash.
Dogs must be kept on a leash.
Yep.
And that's all we have to say. Thanks
All
so
right.
much. We'll see you.
Peace.